We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done.
Jalen Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. James Pierce providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Blake Gillikin now. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 44-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
A man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona. It's Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Okay, break.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down.
First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
70. Unlock line. Unlock.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready? Press all 80. Second 60.
Play action. It's Sanders. Wide open receiver complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Robinson will try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Now Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They begin the drive with Robinson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. But you look at this defense. They interplay here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Sanders. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Lions.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What? Butch. Hey, Ace. 2-2, what?
Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Still going. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Sanders. And it's caught. Tompkins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Sanders to throw. And it is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shadur. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line, a gain of 15. And the Falcon first down.
70. Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates.
Now Sanders. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too big there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 Lion.
Here's Sanders. Able to shake it off. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Bronco 80. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Okay, break.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
Ready? Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to throw. Sanders. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Back. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Gotta be lying. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun, it's Shador. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Falcons 6. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
On the jump.
2nd and 12.
60 by 10.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Robinson. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Dances by at the 20. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now Murray off play action. That's complete to McBride. He's still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Arizona.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Go! 96, Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Robinson toss play left side. Nifty move. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Falcons 14. To kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the gun on third down, Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ed Oliver. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return is Jones. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Robinson with another carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sanders setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Robinson up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready. Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion.
Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Come on, come on. Hey! Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
Let's go. 2-2.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Omaha, Omaha. Swim. Hey, easy. Hey, Omaha. Come back. 2-2.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Panther 11, 18, Robbery, 18, 7 Pirates. Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw is Sanders. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
Sanders to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. But it's caught. Tompkins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk, Dragon 60, Warrior 70.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go.
Sanders going to throw again. Got a man. It's London. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Sanders. And he's got it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go now. 60 bites.
Now Sanders. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Panther 11, Panther 11.
Sanders once more. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
An audible here to get a new look.
65 catch, 65 catch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The big fella. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
35. Falcons 17. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Knock back all 80.
Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Falcons 24. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
This is Benson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7. Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Falcons 24. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Sanders. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle, Jones. Shifts by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Tompkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.